What if I told you that a fantasy game called World of Warcraft taught me 5 very important skills for today's world? I know it sounds insane. 5 things that I learned while playing World of Warcraft that helps me become better at real life. It sounds crazy, but I'm gonna explain it. Give me a second. Let me explain it. Roll the tape, baby.
Oh my god, he just ran in.
World of Warcraft made me the person that I am today, and it made me a better person. It's crazy to think, but I did. I learned 5 things. 5 things that really helped me become better at real life in today's world. So World of Warcraft came out back in, I think, like 2003. So that was back before Facebook. That was MySpace, AOL dial-up. Nobody thought the internet was gonna be what it is today. And now, when I first started playing, it was just a fun thing. And then the more I played, the more I got addicted to it. World of Warcraft, I played probably 10, 15, 16 hours a day. I mean, if I could, I would have played 24 hours straight. I think I actually played 24 hours straight a couple times. But did I waste all of my teenage years playing this fictional fantasy MMO World of Warcraft game? Or did I actually learn things? Did I actually become a better person because of it? So the first thing, worldwide awareness. 15, 16 years old, living in Orlando, but I was playing with people around the world. People in India, people in China. Right then and there, at 15 years old, I started to learn about the world. I started to learn about different cultures. I started to learn about different places, traveling. I learned about how there's actually more to the world than just what was in Orlando or just in the USA. The second thing, the second skill that I think I learned was how to interact with those people. Not just my friends, but also my enemies. So I'm now learning the different dynamics, social dynamics, interactions. How do I get somebody irate? How do I get someone excited? How do I get someone to like me? And how do I get someone who hates me to like me more? You know what I mean? So I'm starting to learn the dynamics. As a kid, I'm 16, I'm in my room, but I'm talking to people around the world. I'm chatting, I'm working, and I'm dealing with all of these different types of people. People from, 10 years old all the way up to 50 years old. I'm interacting with them every single day across this imaginary fantasy world. I'm dealing with these people. I'm strategizing with them. I'm working with them. How do I get people to do things that I want them to do? How do I get people to accept me? How do I get people to like me? How do I get people to follow me? And now I'm learning all of this dynamics, and there's a lot of stuff going on because you have, like I said, you have people all around the world, and I'm learning from this. I'm learning about all of this different dynamics. I was really spending, sometimes 10, 20 hours a day with all these different types of people across the world. And now I'm learning, hey, yeah, I know how to make this guy mad at me. So now I'm learning all this stuff as a kid. The third thing that I think is really cool that I learned also with World of Warcraft was the economy. So the World of Warcraft has a economy, basically. It's got the gold, you have items, you have an auction house. So now I'm learning about supply and demand. What? You're telling me that I learned about business, about supply and demand through a MMO fantasy World of Warcraft game? Yes, I'm telling you that, really, honestly. I learned that there were certain items, certain things that people needed that had low supply, and obviously the price went up. I'm 16 years old. I'm learning that if I go and I find a certain item that's hard to find, now the demand, I can make more money off that, and I would exploit that. I would figure out ways to mine certain resources more, or I'd go out and get different items and then put them on different auction houses. And then I also learned that, different realms had different prices, and I would learn, hey, on this realm, they pay a lot more for this type of gem, or they pay a lot more for gold over there. Now I'm learning about a free market. I'm learning about supply and demand, and I'm a 16-year-old kid, and I haven't actually left my house. So let's just recap. I've learned about the world. I've learned about how to interact with all types of different people. And now I've learned about business. I've learned about supply and demand. I learned about all this, which I think is really cool. And I never left my house. Remember, I'm playing a video game in my house. I'm learning all this stuff. Now, the fourth thing, I learned how to strategize. It's almost like a play on the last 3, how to deal with different people, the supply and demand. But I also learned strategy. I learned how to exploit different loopholes or different people, and I learned how to battle enemies. So let's say I went to a big battle match, like a PvP world match. I would figure out like different shortcuts, or I'd figure out ways around different things. What would my enemy be thinking? Where is my enemy? What is my enemy doing? What are they thinking? Because I would play both sides. So now I'm a 16-year-old kid who's learning about strategy and how to strategize against my enemy, almost like playing chess, almost like day trading. So when I'm day trading, when I'm looking different stocks, I'm looking at like, okay, if I'm a short, where am I shorting at? If I'm a long, what am I buying? What's my thesis, both sides? If I go short, how is that going to react if this does push up and blah, blah, blah. So same thing with World of Warcraft. I was learning how to strategize, how to capitalize on different opportunities, and then figuring out how to beat my opponent, which, you know, really could be anything in life. The same thing if I walk into a business meeting and I know that my opponent or my competition is offering a deal, I can go out of the box, think out of the box much faster. Because remember, I've been strategizing, I've been playing this game for hours on end. So I start to learn about different people. I'm learning about different personalities. I'm learning about how people react to things that you say, how you carry yourself, how if you portray a certain type of person, if you act a certain way, how do people react to that? How do people interact with you when you act a certain way? So now I'm learning that if I, do this, then I get this result. So as a kid, as a 16-year-old kid, I'm learning so much stuff really in a fast amount of time. Also, another thing that's really kind of interesting is think about this. So the internet, all this stuff is happening. Facebook, social media, all this stuff's happening. And I'm right there on the forefront. I'm playing this video game, but I'm also on the computer. I'm reading the forums. I'm going online. I'm doing all this. I'm typing super fast. I'm learning how to type fast. I can message like a madman because I played this game so much. Like, boom, 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 typing really fast. So I'm learning how to become better at a computer, which remember, computers were really still rudimentary when I was a kid. They weren't like amazing. When I was in elementary school, we still had the little floppy disk and stuff. I mean, it wasn't really until I got older, till I was like, 20 years old, that computers were really like amazing out the other day. And then, with the iPhone and all that, it wasn't until I was in late high school when we really started getting an iPhone and all this smartphone really started to change the world. So I was right there when it all started, and I was a part of that, and I started to learn much faster than people who might not really be on the computer all day long. So I started learning about computers, started learning about technology and the internet and the world much faster. The fifth thing that I think I learned, I don't know if this is my biggest things that I brought away from my experiences at World of Warcraft is how to lead, how to work in a group, how to manage different personalities, and then also play into their strengths, and then be able to lead. So I'm a 16-year-old kid. I'm playing this video game. Now I'm probably 17 at this point because I've been playing for a year. I've been playing nonstop. By 17, I'm managing a guild. I have a guild with like 300 people in it, and we're doing raids, we're doing PvP, we're going to battlegrounds, and I'm leading all of this. So I'm 17 years old, I'm a kid, and I'm leading people that are maybe, double my age, that are maybe 30 or 40 years old. I'm leading these people into battle. I'm leading them into these raids. They have to trust me, they have to follow me, they want to have to be in my guild. This is my guild, and they're joining it because they want to be with me. So I'm learning how to, first off, attract people, get people to want to be around me, to get people to want to follow me, to get people to listen to me. So I'm doing all this. So I'm a 17-year-old kid who's managing this massive guild. We're doing the battles. We're doing all this stuff. I'm building an audience online through World of Warcraft. And I think I learned a lot about how to manage people, how to exploit different weaknesses and different strengths of people, and then also, how to crush my enemy if I needed to. And maybe it's not always a good thing. Maybe sometimes I'm too brutal, or maybe sometimes I'm too harsh or too hard on people. But really, all this time that I spent on the computer interacting with all these different people around the world, I learned all about different personalities, different types of people, different things to do to make people mad or sad or happy, or also to get people to like me or not like me. So I learned about all of these social dynamics literally just sitting in my computer room, sitting in my bedroom as a kid playing this game. So you might not agree with me. You might not think that I learned anything while playing World of Warcraft. Just like my dad probably thought it was a waste of my time as well. But now that I look back on it, I think it was a crucial stepping stone. I think I learned a lot of very important things playing World of Warcraft as a kid that made me better suited to do what I am doing today. Maybe if I wasn't doing what I am today, maybe if I went and worked at construction, even if I work construction, I think I would be a better leader, a better foreman, because I would have had the experience of leading people into battle in World of Warcraft. I'm talking about we're going into battle, baby. World of Warcraft, did it change my life? What do you think? Do you think that playing video games can make people better or worse? Is it a total waste of time? What do you think? Leave a comment below. I'm interested to see what you guys think after watching this video, if you think I'm totally full of crap or not. But there's my 5 things that I think I gained from playing World of Warcraft over 2 or 3 years, pretty much non-stop. Let me know what you think.